never asked the Quizard to suck us up into his liminal pit. But every week he sucks us up and we're starting to get tired of it. We don't feed him facts, we'll die, and so we try to satisfy him, even though the guy's a piece of shit. So we learn, we absorb, we do not touch the orb as inches of Quizard's Pit.
Oh! Welcome to Quizard's Pit. Welcome to the pit. Oh, baby. Welcome to the pit. Yeah, honey. Well, is that a good one?
No.
Oh, wait, Ryan.
Where is here? What the fuck are we doing?
That's okay. Fair and valid
I'm
question.
so confused.
Did you hear what I told them?
I was just talking to Byron about roller coasters.
Yeah, he got sucked up. This is your first sucking, we know. Yeah, it's always a little scary at first, but you get used to it. You feel
what are
good
you
about
talking
it.
about?
You got sucked up. Welcome to the Quizard's Pit. I'm Shane Madej.
There we go.
And we're joined today by the wonderful Ryan Bergara.
Hey, dude.
Former co-host of a show we used to do called Get Scared.
That's correct, yeah.
Current host of many award-winning shows like Ghost Files.
Yeah, sure.
Mystery
yeah.
Files. And of course, For Your Amusement, which I think you were in the middle of recording.
Yeah, no, I was recording a podcast and then I somehow transported here with different headphones.
You got sucked up.
If you haven't ever seen this before, and we're explaining it to Ryan as well, this is a fun weekly experiment, I guess, where every week we get sucked up by a space wizard and he demands 6 facts total from us about the topic of the day.
And we learn and we have fun. We enjoy each other's company. First, of course, there's Pit Chat, which is when we chit chat.
Ryan,
cool.
Welcome to the pit.
Welcome to the pit, Ryan. Ryan's
Welcome back to the channel.
And Ryan, I don't know if you noticed, but that's a letter from Barack Obama.
Can I take it off? Or
Yeah,
are
sure.
you
You
trying
wanna
to
read
preserve?
it?
Are you trying to preserve it?
Yeah,
No.
I'm taking now off for the audio listeners a what looks to be a note from
He's trying
former
to send
President Barack Obama.
Yeah, he's trying to send his drones to save us.
Pretty minimal letterhead for a former president, I have to
That's
say.
it.
No, I've looked it up. Listen, I've looked it up. That's exactly what they look like.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Because this is one.
Yeah. I checked it. I double checked
It's
it.
dated May
he's
11th,
humble.
2026. Was that the first sucking?
I think that was the first time we got sucked.
Yeah.
How about you guys talk for a little bit and I'll read it to myself because I want
Sure.
to see.
All right, Shane, how you been, dog?
I've been good. We just went on our ghost hunt up to the Pacific Northwest. Well, you were all there. We were all there. We had a lot of fun.
We did. I was just putting the letter back.
It was
Thank
truly one of my favorite ghost hunt trips we've ever done.
Yeah, I'm really stoked about it. I think
A real blast.
we got a banger on our hands
I think
here.
we've made 4 of the best episodes that's ever been made
They were
of Ghost Files.
of
Sure.
any show.
Okay. I'm not going to go that far.
even House of Cards.
Let me be frank. I do.
It's
I
not
do
even
think-
Christmas yet.
No, yeah, there were great episodes. And that's saying as a person who I really don't believe in ghosts.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that happened was really interesting.
And also, it was a road trip. It was a road trip up the coast, the Ghost Coast.
Ghost up the coast.
Ghost up the coast in
The
Pacific Northwest.
West Coast. I feel like obviously because this is, from a Watcher podcast.
Yeah.
It is a Watcher podcast.
Most people probably know.
Most people
probably know,
that.
but God willing, people found the Quizard's Pit on their own.
It's true. I also host a theme park podcast.
You've said there's people
For your
who
amusement.
are for FYA heads, F heads. What do you call them?
FYA
Fuckheads?
holes?
Oh, FYA holes.
Fuckheads. What do you call them? Fucking idiots.
You said
no, it's FYA holes.
there's a lot of FYA holes who
That's
don't,
really funny.
who
by the
don't
way.
know that you host a ghost hunt.
They don't know.
That's beautiful.
Crazy.
It's crazy. So I mentioned it offhand. I was like, oh, it's just with Shane and I get comments like, who's Shane? What's the ghost hunting you do?
It's so funny.
Yeah.
And then I actually saw a comment on one of the Ghost Files episodes recently that was like, whoa, I didn't know Ryan did this other stuff.
Pretty good.
That's nuts.
I'm all over the place, man.
You really are.
I've just made shows out of all my silly little hyperfixations.
Yeah. I mean,
But yeah, we did just shoot several episodes of Ghost Files with Shane and Matt behind the camera, Shane in front of it. And it was a fun time. We had a really good time.
Sometimes
also
I think I am in front of the camera because it's really hard to hide in that show.
It is hard to hide.
There's often times I'm shooting it and I'm like, Mom, they're just aiming at me.
I know. It is I mean, and we have wonderful editors at Watcher, but it's always sort of like angling the camera.
Well, I fixed that problem.
And we've got the 360.
The 360 cam in Shane's hands.
But there
now.
are times, it's always, you're sort of constantly doing the math of like, okay, Matt's shooting that. I can get this. And like, if there's something in the shot, I know like you're always like, what's got coverage right now?
Yeah. It's more that you want it to be on camera than if someone's in this, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's so what else you been up to? Anything interesting?
Well, yeah, there is something interesting. I need to give an update.
Yeah.
Because it was on this it wasn't on this podcast.
Interesting.
It was on Get Scared or Pod Watcher. It must have been Pod Watcher.
Pod Watcher and Get Scared chronicled the whole, it was a long time.
The Obi saga. My wonderful cat Obi, who 2 years ago was diagnosed with cancer. And when they diagnosed him, they said he's got about 2 to 4 months to live.
Did you tell that this news happened on when it happened?
I did on Pod Watcher, yeah.
But like pretty shortly after, or was it like
like week
so?
Or two
So the
later.
audience of Pod Watcher / Get Scared, and you talk about it in the debrief. They have been following it the entire time.
Yeah.
You've been giving updates.
Yeah, they have. And I've, over the years, these past 2 years, because Obi's really trucked. He really,
insane.
It's crazy. Obviously, I'm burying the lead here, but my sweet Obi, we laid him to rest very suddenly. It was, and I don't know, Ryan or Matt, I don't know if you guys have you put an animal to sleep like that?
I've had to be in the room for 3 of them. It sucked each time.
We had there was a few, it happened the day before we went on this Ghost Files trip, which I was very thankful for because if it had happened a day later,
right,
I would have been on a Zoom call.
Yeah.
That
would have been rough.
It would have been horrible. But the morning started out fine. He was totally fine. And he just was like panting a little later in the day. And we were like, uh-oh. We took him in and there were a bunch of things that had sort of accumulated. But up until that moment, even that day, he was totally fine, laying in the sunshine, ate a full breakfast, which is like a good sign because if they're suffering, they don't eat. Mm-hmm. And I was very thankful because the vet at the animal hospital that we took him to, we've gone to the vet before where he's had various issues, and they're like kind of like, well, it's a tough decision, but you kind of got to just feel it out. But this vet, this person who was there, it was like, look, his blood pressure is really low. He had this like sort of small attack. He's doing a little better now, but he's still in pretty bad shape. He's conscious. He's happy, but you could take him home tonight. They were like, you could give him a blood transfusion for $10,000 and that might, help him another few days or a few weeks, but you take him home tonight, could just be another bad situation. And the vet very explicitly said to us, they were like, I want you to know that it is not unreasonable or crazy, and you should not feel bad if now is the time, because it would be a totally responsible and okay thing to do to say goodbye today. And I was like, I cannot emphasize how much I appreciate you telling us that.
Yeah.
And we just had to make the call right there. It was very sad, but it was, we'd made peace with it because we had so much extra time with him, and we were like, it's nice to be able to, he's not suffering a ton, but obviously there's a lot going wrong with him right now because there was like fluid building up around his lungs and heart, and they were like, it's not going to get better. Mm-hmm. So we said goodbye, and it was really tough. It was tough. But I do want to shout out, I think I said this at the time when they diagnosed him, but we were at a party for Peak Season, the film that our pals made. And I bumped into Devin Lytle from BuzzFeed, and I remember talking to her
I think about this
this
all the time.
And she was like, you have to know, she was like, someone told me this, and you just have to view yourself as sort of like the wise old elf, the elves in Lord of the Rings who live for 1,000 years. And you're just taking care of this little creature who's going to live a little bit of time, and you have all this wisdom that they can never know, and you're just there to make their life peaceful and shepherd them through life and death as comforting as you can possibly, make it. And that brought me, I've thought of that a lot over the past couple of years, and I certainly thought of it when I was, saying goodbye.
Yeah, that's very nice.
And we made it through it. And then, and it's, I've heard people say like, oh, it'll be a while before you want a cat. I could have got a new cat the next day.
Really interesting.
Yeah, I truly could have.
Well, your house gets super duper empty.
It's so empty.
Yeah.
And I know it's also going to be I'll never find another cat like Obi. I'll find another cat that is different in all their own wonderful ways. But I just love having a little pet. I never had a little pet before. I never had a little dog or a cat. They're wonderful.
Yeah.
And now the house is quiet, you know?
That is tough.
And I do that. I knew I was going to do this, but where you expect to like see them around every little corner or, you know.
Should we watch that Jimmy Stewart video?
Yeah, let's pull that up. No.
About Bo?
The first night we were in Salem, because our first stop we pulled up. No, it wasn't in Salem. It was Eugene, Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading poems about cats and crying in my hotel room.
Wow.
Makes sense.
You know,
But that's nice to do. It's nice to like take those moments to be like, I'm going to acknowledge this and sit with this.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy, especially when you're working all the time, to be like, you can't think of this. I have other shit to do.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know, I had to leave the next day to go on a ghost hunt. It was crazy. But
Can I say something woo-woo?
Yeah.
I think this is real. And I don't know. I don't believe in ghosts. I'm a very scientific man. But I do, and I've seen it a couple times in my life that like people kind of know when it's time to go. Like when it's going to be like less damaging on the people around them. I feel like they can kind of look, quote unquote, give up the ghost to be like, yeah, because I've seen it like my wife's grandpa like really held out until everybody was around.
Yeah.
And then peacefully went.
I mean, we talked a little bit about that in the birthdays episode. Remember about how people hang on till a certain milestone?
Yeah. And I didn't shout this out, but at the time, so we were talking about why people might die on their birthday. And one of the suggestions was maybe that they are waiting for that milestone.
Hit that hundo.
Yeah. Yeah. But some hospice people and some nurses said this happens all the time. They really do.
People wait till their family around, or they wait till people leave.
Yeah.
You know, to kind of, you know.
So I'm not going to say, because I don't know Obi, I don't know your life. I'm not going to say, I believe Obi knew. But like, obviously, you know, it's very timely to be like, well, Shane's going to be gone for a week.
Sure.
I might should just punch it now.
I was also on a run when Sarah called me and she was like, hey, Obi's suddenly not doing too well. And I was like, okay, I'm about 2 miles away from home.
Fuck, dude.
Oh, like, man. Ran home. Got a PR on my mile.
Yeah.
I'm very glad that you and Sarah were able to be together.
I'm very thankful.
For sure.
Yeah. And I want to just shout out and thank everyone. Oh, especially with the past couple of years, a lot of people messaging me or commenting. We posted about Obi, and there were a lot of people who both just sending their love and also, as you both know, you've lost pets. It's tough. And a lot of people were chiming in about their stories about losing their pets. And, it's the price you pay for years and years of a wonderful little buddy.
I think about the Guillermo del Toro Pinocchio, where he goes, a terrible joy.
Yeah.
God,
did you ever see that Pinocchio?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God.
Check that out.
That movie.
Good ass movie.
The last line of that movie hits you like a ton of bricks.
And then they do a lot of great stop motion in that movie
Yeah,
too.
they
Right?
do. Yeah, nonstop. Non-stop stop motion.
Yeah. I will say the Devin thing is very nice too.
Yeah.
That she said to you, because I feel like when you lose a pet, it's the worst. But then
it's rough.
More than anything, I feel like in the moments after I had that the overwhelming sense of like, what did it mean? Like, what did it all mean?
Well, it's all there,
And so like the Devin sentiment is very good about kind of giving that meaning about your part of like, like what was the point? I had this like furry friend for like 10 years.
What's that WandaVision where he's like, what it is, but when you cash that check of love. What does he say?
Definitely that's not it.
Vision? Yeah.
What is it?
Paul Bettany said what it is, but when you cash that check of love.
Yeah, that was the impression was weird too. It was
something like that.
Yeah, look, you're grieving right now. I'm not going to take it.
And then someone posted that and they were like, every screenwriter in the world just uttered a wistful fuck.
I hate it when people do that. People are doing that about the Disclosure Day.
Are they?
There's a shot from Disclosure Day that's in the trailers where it's like a very clearly CGI deer, and it pans over to be the eye of a very clearly CGI alien. and people are going, he just dropped the most cinematic shot of all time. And everybody's like, this kind of looks like shit.
I'm
seeing it tonight.
I'm seeing it tonight. I'm a big Spielberg guy, so
I'm seeing
excited.
it Sunday.
But
this episode is coming out Monday.
Yeah, so we'll know by then.
We'll know.
Yeah.
I think I'm very excited for Steven Spielberg. I'm very
It
excited
will
for
all
John
be
Williams.
disclosed.
It'll be disclosed for all of us.
That's true.
I'm going to say not one thing I've seen from the movie is getting me really excited about it.
What about the when they do?
I'm going to be honest. The movie looks bad, but I am trusting.
But it's a Steven Spielberg
It's
sci-fi.
Steven Spielberg. It's John Williams.
Yeah, have fun with
it's
that.
aliens. We're not
Josh
getting this.
O'Connor.
We're never getting this again.
It's true.
I hope that it's good. I've heard it's hard to tell if people are just glazing him because I'm here. Spielberg is back, and I don't know. I'd love to think so, but I'm cautiously optimistic.
He
is what I'll
loves
say.
aliens, man.
He
He
loves
really
them.
does.
He
He
loves
said
them.
that it's the third of a.
film.
He said it's the third of a trilogy, but I guess it is the fourth.
It's the fourth.
E.T.
Close Encounters. War of the Worlds.
War of the
And
Worlds.
this.
But he also put
War of the
his
Worlds, I don't think he includes.
Crystal
That's
Skull.
crazy. That's like that's for sure an alien.
Crystal Skull.
Oh, Crystal Skull 5.
And AI.
AI.
Alien
It's
Shield.
a.
I do not imagine that Steven Spielberg would consider the War of the Worlds to be part of the trilogy.
No, because there's nice alien movies that he's made, then there's bad alien movies.
Well, that's not even his property.
I see.
E.T.'s original. Close
E.T.
Encounters
is so original.
Is Disclosure Day?
That guy was
Oh, yeah,
not
it was
in
written
any
by Kep,
movies.
right?
before.
David Kep.
Well,
yeah.
was there anything else? I mean, thank you for humoring me and letting me talk about killing my cat. Is there anything else we want?
Yeah, why don't you wrap it up though? Because it's big. It's a real bummer to be honest.
What else has been going on? I mean, we sort of just spent
We
an
just
entire
spent the
week
whole
together ghost hunting.
You did have, if you want to have a nice like bow out of the cat sadness, you did mention there was a funny realization you had at the vet of
What was the funny realization?
of like in order for it to go through.
Your phone.
Oh yeah,
You said that before.
Yeah, I
Ghost
forgot
Hunt,
about
and
that.
I thought that was the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, this was crazy. I guess this is just living in 2026, but we were at the vet and we were, of course, like, okay, yeah, we'll make the very difficult decision here. And they were like, okay, we're going to put together the invoice for you. And they went to do that. And then this was before the procedure had
Because
taken place.
at the vets, they give you the quote.
The quote,
They say
you look at it,
yeah.
go, okay. And so they brought it and they were all, and I can't commend them enough for being wonderful folks there. And then they held out the payment thing and I took my phone and I was like, here you go, bloop, bloop. And I used my, my tap to pay.
Tap to kill.
And I was like, bloop, bloop, goodbye, Obi.
Oh, thank God I get to do this contactless.
It's crazy.
It's incredible.
It's really wild to just tap your phone and kill your pet.
Make a transaction to kill your pet. It's like you hired a hit. It's kind of
pretty
funny.
wild.
But R.I.P. Obi. to a real
R.I.P.
one.
Obi,
A
one of the
king.
greats. Yeah.
I mean,
I'll miss him
fuck.
forever. I
2
would lo-
more years.
I would love to get more cat. I would like to get 2 cats as buddies, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also like, you know, we'll probably wait till like after the holidays or something or sometime next year. Who knows?
There's a nice tribute to Obi coming in Mystery Files too.
There
Which
is.
would be
We'll have
nice.
to put I don't even know when that episode's coming out.
I don't know either,
It'll
but
be a while,
we'll
but
have to put a little
we'll
thing.
put a little in memoriam of him there.
Shane tapped to pay. Shane tapped him.
Oh, it's a tube.
What now?
Let me reach for that tube. Okay. Well, Ryan, the Quizard has tubed us.
Okay.
He sent
So,
us something in his beautiful tube.
Every single week, this is how we get messages from him.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's like
it's
the
nice,
post
right?
office.
Yeah, it's kind of like the post
It's
office.
not like the post office at all.
Yeah, it's
Well,
not.
it's a little bit
More like the bank.
or the bank. Yeah, that's true. It's more like the bank.
By the way, Ryan, have you ever heard of does the phrase rabbit mean anything to you?
No.
This is our new Samara versus
Yeah,
Xenomorph.
Samara versus Xenomorph.
It sucks. I hate it. Is this what you all felt like?
I guess
A
so.
little bit.
I don't know who's on the side of what.
Here's
We're all on the
here's
side,
our
Ryan.
communique from the Quizard.
Okay.
The Quizard. Howdy, boys, and welcome back to the Quizard's Pit.
Is it always Howdy Boys?
It's always
He
different.
says whatever he wants.
Oh, so it's never Howdy. It's I was wondering if Howdy was.
I don't think he's ever said howdy.
was the Quizard's
No,
thing.
he's never said.
Howdy, boys.
That's fun.
This week,
cool.
you're joined by Shane's ghost hunting other half, host of Ghost Files, Mystery Files, and the For Your Amusement podcast, Ryan Bergara.
Hello.
I wonder what Byron's doing right now. He's probably like, where the fuck did he go?
Nothing. So that is a good thing to point out. All time is stopped.
Time stops.
Oh, so as far as Byron's concerned,
He doesn't even know.
he doesn't even know I'm gone.
Right.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
You're going to flash back and he's going to be like, the queues were not long enough or something like that.
Well, I think we were in the middle of talking about a door coaster, but that's crazy because like, do you guys get sucked in intentionally then?
No, we have no.
Well, because if you could come in here and get like,
We have no
like fucking really
dominion over our
mainline like the new Zelda game or something.
We're
like that,
sucked
then-
at the Quizard's whim.
That's a good idea.
No, I'm saying you could come down here to get all your
bring our
your
Switch.
bullshit down here. You get all your stuff that you would usually do when you're getting revenge bedtime. Instead, you do it here.
I'm going to try.
Interesting.
But the thing is that like we're kind of on a clock here, so you
I see.
can't really.
The
and-
Quizard's clock.
The Quizard's clock. You're on.
But
it.
I do wonder if we came in with a Switch or a Steam Deck or some sort of out of the handheld video game.
Well, it's an experiment.
Yeah, just carry something with
we
you.
didn't give the 6 facts.
Well, we don't get our clothes.
I have my
So why
clothes
would
though.
we?
Yeah.
you
I
do.
think that'd
It's
be crazy
different
if I
for
was
guests.
here naked.
Yeah.
Speaking of this, I went and saw a movie the other night. The Lyft driver had a hat that had pockets in it for drugs.
Wait a tick. Was this the night that we were just at the theater together?
Yeah.
Did you see what happened, by the way? I hate to interrupt this
That
letter.
we both almost got in the same Lyft.
No. So you got on your lift, right? And then Byron and I were getting into the lift after yours.
Co-host of For Your Amusement?
That's right.
Yeah.
Matt.
Wow. We all
Matt-
hang out.
Matt, and so our lift comes and this lady just runs to the lift, gets in the car, and we were like, wait, that's our lift. And then the driver rolls the window down. And we're like, hey, wait. And then they just drove off. And it was our lift. We could see them like going to my house. The driver didn't. We tried to call the driver. I've never had that happen.
That's
before.
crazy.
Did you cancel the ride on her?
It said we couldn't because we were en route. We were on the ride.
You
She-
cannot cancel a ride. I learned this the other day before going to
the
Ghost
Lyft driver
House.
clicked the button and was like, passenger picked up. So we were like, cancel the ride. And it was like, you can't cancel the ride. You're in the ride.
Whoa.
And we were like, no, we're not. This lady stole our Lyft.
That's crazy.
That's two people making.
But
a
then
mistake.
did you submit a thing afterwards? Because they'll refund.
Byron was the one who called it. So
Yeah.
it's his problem. But I will say that they drove halfway to my house before any movement off the route,
That's nuts.
which is crazy because I think the lady definitely knew she was stealing our Lyft.
I mean, but to what end?
I don't know. It's never
I want
happened
to go
to
where
me
they're
before.
going.
Drive off in the comments. I have no idea if this
Maybe
happens
she
regularly.
recognized you and wanted to go to your house.
That'd be cool. Or not cool for you.
Oh, that would be really scary.
Dude,
Yeah, that'd be
okay.
really scary.
She recognized you, gets in the lift, goes to your house, says, thank you, hides in the bush, waits for you to get home.
Slits your fucking throat.
Well, she wouldn't
I
be
was
able to do
gonna
that
say.
because the pee-pee man would be watching the house.
It's true.
That's true. Big dog.
And yeah, she probably would be petting him.
Yeah.
Anyway, my story about the hat very quickly.
Yeah.
He told me about these hats called infiltrator caps. They look like that. They look like
I've seen
this.
these.
You know them?
I've seen
They're
them.
sports
You
related.
zip drugs into them?
They have special pockets inside. And it was so funny because he was like, what do you need me for? You see a movie? And I said, oh, yeah. And he was like, do you have a couple drinks or what? And I said, oh, something like that. And he was like, oh, okay. Because I was like, you just went to a movie. What do you need a lift for? And I said, yeah, well, not good to drive. And then at some point, he was telling me about the hat with the drugs. And I was like, shit, am I in a better situation than drive than him?
Maybe not. Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
Oh, boy.
But he was really cool. He was nice.
Okay.
But
5 stars?
I give everybody 5 stars. Good.
Unless they're like,
I got a real hard time being like, I mean, unless they're like dangerous. Like if they're like leering at my wife or something.
we had a Lyft driver recently who was, he was talking, he was one of those guys, I was joking about Zach Braff having an AI girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because the guy was like, gotta get home and watch The Pit. And we just started talking about medical shows, and then it got to Scrubs, and then naturally that's what I brought up. And I was making a joke about it, and then the guy started talking about AI in a way where I was like, he was like dismissive at first, like, oh yeah, AI. But then the more he talked about it, I was like, this guy loves AI. Because he was like, there's clubs you can go to in Germany where you can have sex with robots. And I was like, yeah.
5 stars. It's like where
that
are they?
That Michael Myers meme of him in the back seat.
That's exactly what it was. And then eventually he was like, yeah, they're trying to make them warm. And I was
Jesus
like,
Christ.
this guy has done so much research
Crack
on
open
this.
the door, roll out.
Holy
Yeah,
shit,
it
dude.
was, I was like, this is a bad scene, man.
I always get really concerned about escalating the situation by saying something like, You sound insane.
Yeah, we kind of like got to our home, and I was like, all right, well, that's plenty. Like we're here now. I can tell him I don't care about this. Let's continue the letter.
Yes. Sorry.
Oh, yes, right.
Gotta get to our facts.
Quizard says, I also wanted to take a quick second to send my deepest condolences to Shane and Sarah. I'm so sorry about the loss of Obi. Anyway.
That's nice, though.
It is nice of Quizard.
Yeah.
Do you think the Quizard gave Obi cancer? Probably not.
Yeah. No, I feel like if he had done that, he probably would have sucked you after you killed Obi.
He would
because that'd be a funny time
right
to suck
away.
you down here.
Yeah.
Right after you had done that. Like you crying.
You thinking?
I'm thinking about it.
Quizard!
What would happen
After I tap to pay? Quizard!
You know what I just thought?
What?
Any of our pets could get sucked up without our knowledge because time stops.
You think he's sucking our pets?
Well, I don't know if he's sucking your pets,
You think he's sucking Vinny?
I hope not. Not on my watch. What are you usually doing when you get sucked? Like, well, imagine if you were like taking a dump or something.
That'd be crazy. Well,
Could be taking it up.
Because then you just shit your pants.
No,
you wouldn't.
He
We've
cleans
said
you.
He cleans you.
He cleans you.
His face.
Let's keep reading. Now, today's a very special topic. As Ryan and his lovely wife are expecting a bouncing bundle of joy soon, I thought today's topic should be babies.
Oh, nice. Baby.
Don't try and scare him too bad, but do give me 6 of the most fascinating facts about babies you can come up with.
Well, that's
Thanks. Nice. Hasta la vista, baby. Get it? LOL.
That's pretty funny.
He's a funny guy.
He really is. Even if he does do crimes.
Quizard's correspondence is nice.
So what happens is throughout in the week leading up to this, Matt and I are contacted in a dream by the Quizard, and he incepts us into, we see a double Sauron up in the sky, 2 glowing
Two big eyes.
Two big eyes. Wow.
And we, okay, we are compelled to research these things.
So you do it
because of the big double Sauron.
So you're doing the research in your dream?
No, we have to do it. It does kind of waste our time. But
I see. So you do actually have to do this in the real world.
Yeah.
Well, because we know that we're going to get sucked up. It actually does really suck.
Because of all the work.
Because we get the dream and we go, okay, I just got to make sure I'm ready. But we do like doing it.
Yeah, and then like I might dream about tricycles or something, and I've got this comprehensive knowledge about tricycles. We never fucking do it. We will never do an episode about tricycles or bicycles.
You're just describing the ADHD experience. I have so many pockets of knowledge that could get activated by any conversation.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
I've been researching exhaustively for 1 month total.
So it kind of just is like that. But we've now learned to know, okay, we'll have to have at least 3 facts on this in case we get sucked up. And I have 3.
I've got 3 as well. And mine are on the shorter side this week. We've been bound. Look, I want to thank everyone for bearing with us as we fine tune this show. Sometimes the facts are very long. You know, sometimes when we did our soccer episode, I was reading a dang book, you know, and I was like, maybe I've gone too deep into this.
Yeah.
So for this one, I kept it a little light.
You guys did a football episode?
Football.
That's fun. So is it because of World Cup?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
We do topical stuff.
Quizard likes World Cup.
Quizard likes.
He's out there with one of those big ass, like what are the fucking things that they call
Vuvuzelas.
Vuvuzelas.
Yeah. Vuvuzela.
I was really like, what is it going to sound like when I try this?
No, not even close.
Yeah, not close.
I have a pretty good fake trumpet.
But everyone try their best Vuvuzela.
Actually, I need to. I'm trying to remember what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I thought it's more like
well, maybe we can do it together.
Oh yeah,
I'll do the high part.
All 3 of us.
What? No, which one am I doing? That's pretty good.
Sounded like it.
That sounded like it.
Quizard, if it pleases. Did you like that?
What you should do is you should play a sound of the actual Vuvuzela and then that sound, but don't tell the audience which one is which. And then they have to guess which one is the real one.
That's good.
I bet you it was that good.
We don't really have control of how this is edited.
Can you
should
tell
do
her?
that, Quizard. Hey,
Vuvuzela, can you tell her?
Listen up, fuckface. That's what you should do.
Careful, man.
Do you guys
we don't know what he's like.
We don't know what he's capable of. We just know.
Okay, I didn't mean it when I called you fuckface. Thanks for washing me. Did he wash me too?
Did he wash? I don't know if he washed you.
It doesn't smell like it.
I haven't showered in days. I could have used a wash. Normally, Mara just does it with the hose out in the front yard.
Yeah. Ron, are you excited about baby?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well,
we do a little chit chat about baby.
Yeah. So normally we start with our experience with babies, but None of us have any.
I don't have one either.
No.
Yeah.
Yet I have, I guess, a fetus, right?
I guess the best I ever had was I went to I think I told you guys about this before. I went to a babysitting class at the library and they made me scrape peanut butter off of a doll's ass. They were like, this is how you wipe a baby's butt. And they were like, put peanut butter on a doll and made you wipe it.
With like a
baby wipe. And then I got a certificate and then I never babysat anybody.
Did you eat the peanut butter?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to let it go.
I was about to say, that sounds really good.
I always think about
I
this.
scooped it up with some apples.
Yeah. Did you really?
No, come on, bro.
Well, that's the thing. Because there's always like in bits where like they make something that looks gross in movies. Right?
Yes.
And they'll like someone will eat it or whatever. Like if someone's like got poop on their face, it's chocolate. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even still, the thought of it would bother me too much.
Wouldn't bother me.
No,
I love chocolate. I love peanut butter.
I love peanut butter.
I'm going to say something.
You can make it look like a doo-doo pie.
Would you?
I'll lick it up.
That's right.
Would I would?
Like a
No.
dog.
Like
I'm
a
not gonna say
dog.
it. I'm not going to say it.
No, come on now.
Yeah, I don't know anything about babies. I have nephews and nieces. Nibblings is what they're called. That's not one of the facts. Just a free one.
I don't know about
I don't know about that.
It is. They're called nibblings. Look it up.
I would never say that.
Because you want, it's just, that's the catch-all.
Nibblings.
Nibblings.
I'm good on that.
You have a lot of nibblings, though.
I have a lot of nephews.
I have one niece.
You have one nibbling.
Okay.
I don't have any nieces, actually.
I said this to Ben Foreman, the sound engineer on Ghost Files. I said, because he was like, I'm going to see my family lives in there. I'm going to see my niece and nephew. And I said, Ben, are you going to get to see your nibblings today? And
You got to stop saying that to people.
without question, he said, yeah, I think so.
Oh, so that's a thing. So this is like another rabbit scenario then, huh?
Yeah, it's another one of Matt's rabbit
I only know this because I Googled it.
Nibblings.
And I
guess
might
it's
have Googled it for
sibling,
Get Scared.
Like sibling.
Hmm?
Nibbling.
But niece,
nibbling.
nephew, nibbling. Anyway, that's not one of the facts. But yeah, I don't, know anything about babies. But now I do.
That's good.
You've been reading books though, I'm assuming.
I have been, but not exhaustively, to be quite honest. We're still a little bit of a ways out, thank God. But I'm going to be going hard on, I have a couple on deck here.
To prepare for baby, Ryan's been reading Akatar.
Too smart for me, brother.
A Court of Thorns and Roses. Isn't that like a horny fantasy series?
Dude, I don't know what the fuck you're talking
I'm
about.
just making a joke about Ryan reading nothing about babies, but reading other books.
I've been playing my Switch,
I just wish
brother.
I knew what it was. I'm sorry.
I was telling Mari actually, because like we're getting close and we're about to set up the nursery and all that stuff. And we're starting to shop for all the paraphernalia that you need to have
You
a
can
baby.
put Boo Buddy in there?
Am I going to put the Boo Buddy in there? No, I don't think I'm going to do that.
Boo Buddy likes hugs?
Paraphernalia.
I'll be the buddy.
You get in the crib. You get in the car seat.
The car seat, dude.
Stroller.
A stroller is also like a travel stroller versus like a stroller that's your everyday, your fucking like workhorse stroller.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at all that, but at the moment, I am still playing my Switch at night. And I was actually talking to Mari about this recently, and I was like, it's going to become a time here where I'm going to use that late night gaming time for just reading these books.
Well, honestly, pretty much everyone I know who's had kids is like, man, that first like 6 months or so, handheld.
Yeah, that's true.
babies, you're a swaddling baby or baby.
Read the books now, then play the game then.
They're
exactly
playing,
what I'm
or
doing.
they're watching movies with headphones on or something.
It's great.
You're there with baby, but you're also like,
I'm going to be catching
baby's sleeping.
so many Pokemon.
Play some Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'm really
Ocarina of
excited.
Time will be out by then.
Oh my God, I'm so stoked. Or Star Fox. Or
Fox.
Or the new 007. I'm playing indie right now, actually, on Switch. The Great Circle.
Actually, by around the time, what'll be out? GTA 6.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Huh?
I wouldn't bet on it.
No, they've already
I don't
bumped
think
it.
it's getting delayed.
They've already bumped it.
I see.
Anytime Rockstar announces a new game now, I just had 2.5 years. And I'm
Yeah,
set.
that's probably a good rule of
And
thumb.
that's what they did.
Facts.
Roughly, right? Yeah.
Facts. We're going to get to these baby facts.
Yeah, I got. Why don't we start off here? Because we were just talking about it. Here's my first one.
And I know that people have said, hey, you all should have the guests bring in facts. Hard to do. They don't know that it's happening.
The first baby stroller.
Okay.
Cool.
The other day how we were talking about, I can't remember what piece of top-notch content it was. Oh, it was on Listomania.
Okay.
We were talking about when they finally decided to add wheels to luggage.
Yes.
Yes, we were talking
Which was
about
like
that.
the 90s.
Listen Mania is a show on Watch TV.
It's a
exclusive.
great show where we are mean to each other.
We also talked
sometimes.
about like adding wheels to a trash can even was.
Yeah. Let's just-
Suitcases. How recently it was suitcases. got wheels.
Exactly. It's nuts. And by a similar token, they didn't invent a stroller until 1733, which I guess is a pretty long time.
1733.
It's a pretty long time ago, but also like,
Damn.
you'd think they'd crack that a little sooner. Maybe not. Maybe it was hard to invent stuff back
That's
then.
43
It's
years before America.
43 years before.
43 years before.
That's crazy.
Well, people have been having babies for a long time prior to that.
that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
I thought you were going to say the first stroller was that one in that movie, Battleship Potemkin, where the one's like going down the stairs.
My baby. But in Russian.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what was the model would look like?
Well, it was invented by an architect named William Kent, and naturally, it was for the children of the royalty, the Duke of Devonshire.
Yeah, you know what? If I think back in the period pieces, I see strollers.
Which ones?
I can see them.
Which period pieces? Which period pieces are you watching? Tell us.
Favorite?
The favorite?
There's a stroller in the favorite? I guess that makes sense.
I don't know.
Maybe there is. Yeah.
I should just start telling lies on this show.
That'd be really
You could
funny.
do that. That's true. You could.
Lies.
There was a stroller in the favorite.
Don't look it up.
That's Matt's first fact.
Why would I lie about something weird like that?
The initial design it did not have handles. It just had a rope, and it was meant to be pulled by a dog or a pony.
You hooking your fucking.
That's crazy to me. To just
Imagine
be like,
putting your baby.
all right, I love you. Put him in the thing,
In
and then
a
just smack
stroller.
a pony on the ass.
just tell the pee-pee man mush.
Dude, that's crazy.
Marsh peepee man.
Man, if I put a baby, Willow's small, but mighty. If I put a baby in a stroller, hired a Willow, that thing is going,
Yeah.
she's zooming.
Would you
There's
ever do that?
No, I don't think I would do that. Though it does make me wonder, what the fuck did they do before the stroller? Did they just put like a baby in the stick and bindle? just have
sounds
it
nice.
just suffocating in there.
Well, this is always one of my big complaints is that they didn't invent the sort of the bicycle attachment stroller thing
Yes.
until like the late 90s.
I saw them when I was a kid.
You did?
I'm pretty sure.
I think I did too. Yeah.
Fuck. I didn't see him in Schaumburg, Illinois.
Did they have cars there?
Tell us about the stroller.
Not much more to tell. It caught on with the English. They eventually
is this
added.
just one fact, or is this all?
This is all three. I'm going short this week.
Oh my god.
Yeah, whatever.
We're not leaving the pit, gang.
It caught on with the English elite. They did add handles eventually,
That's
so that
good.
people
Yeah.
could push and pull it.
Prams.
And naturally, it just caught on with fancy rich people, and then became ubiquitous.
Well, that's
Nice.
good.
But crazy that they just attached it to a dog.
One of the rarest circumstances
two.
I would imagine where rich people were the guinea pig.
I feel like things are often developed for richos.
yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
And
I
then
agree.
they sort of become commonplace or mass marketed enough that
iPhones.
they become accessible.
Yeah, iPhones, I guess that
You
would
know?
be. God, I remember when the iPhone came out. That was crazy.
2008.
Segways.
They ruined humanity.
And now they're everywhere. Segways.
iPhone's not Segways. If everyone was on a Segway, it would not change much, I think.
I would love I don't think I've ever actually ridden on a Segway.
You would be so fucking
Oh, no, I did.
huge
No,
on
it wasn't a full
Segway.
Segway. It was one of those little balance boards. At
Oh,
the,
the hoverboards.
those I don't like as much. I need the handle.
Well, I mean, you don't have any balance.
Have either of you ever done a Segway tour?
Never
No,
been
I've
on a
always.
Segway.
We should do another one. The next Ghost Files.
A Segway episode of
That'd be fun.
Ghost
No,
Files?
just like for fun. We just go on a Segway tour on one of
Do
our
they
off
still
days.
do them?
I'm sure they do.
Sure.
I would
We did do
love
the
to.
Space Needle.
We went up in the
We didn't
Space
talk about
Needle.
I've never felt real fear before.
Matt looked so scared.
Yeah,
And not even in a funny way, just sort of sheepish and looked like he was gonna cry. But
I wasn't gonna cry.
No, I said
I was
you
gonna
looked like you were
barf.
gonna. Yeah. We sort of had I'm gonna throw up face on.
I just have never been like, because there's like the glass floor.
Yeah.
And Final Destination did a really good job. With
Bloodlines.
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 But and also it was really cool. The whole time I was saying this is just like Bloodlines. They really outfitted it the same
Did a
way.
good job.
But I just got like he was standing on the rotating glass floor, and I was like, I can't move.
Yeah, glass floor is
I can't
tough.
fucking move.
Especially that high. That's tough.
It's just trusting too much. Okay, I got one.
Okay, let's. Oh, you guys alternate.
We alternate.
We go back and forth.
You've obviously seen this.
You got any baby facts from your books that you've been reading?
No, I mean, I did.
And he knows nothing.
It's fun that the baby is actually pretty active in the womb. I don't know if you.
Yeah.
I was watching a video of it. Like, there's a baby. They like jump up and down the womb and they like slide down. Like,
whoa, that's cool.
Are you sure this wasn't an animated?
No, because it also
You saw the Ally McBeal baby.
It's doing like the make 'em laugh dance from.
not like that.
It's
They're
doing
like,
the ooga chaka, ooga chaka.
they're like yawning in there. They're peeing, pooping.
That actually goes into my first fact.
Oh, here we
nice.
go.
Here we go.
Perfect.
Babies cry with accents.
Okay, so do
What the-
do a Chinese baby crying.
Yeah,
Shane.
Matt, do a Chinese
Baby crying. Shane, go.
me.
A study in 2009 recorded the cries of 60 babies born to French and German parents. Researchers discovered that the babies cry at the same rhythmic melody used in their native language by the second day of life.
I could do Australian probably.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, let's get a baseline here. Ryan, you do a good baby cry.
I'll
Why don't
do,
you do your classic
Do you?
American?
And why?
Yeah, he does.
Yo, that sucks.
How is he so good?
I did like him saying titty.
That's pretty good.
I literally ripped my headphones off like that one guy in the meme.
I honestly,
That's crazy.
I don't think I can even get anywhere close to that. Can you try to do that?
I don't wanna
but
hear it
Australian. Think
No.
Jennifer Lopez.
Okay. I like that.
Jennifer Lopez.
Try. Hold on.
Now it's sort of
sounds like,
sounds like
someone
Grogu.
strangling Stitch. No, I can't do an Australian cry. I don't. I doubt this one. I don't think anyone will be able to differentiate. Cries.
I don't know if I can get it anywhere near as baby sounding as you, but let me hide behind the microphone.
What the fuck?
This is Katie LeBlanc's nightmare right here. Dude. Oh God, it's like a dog. Baby R2D2.
That's pretty good. I would think if I
But
heard
then I
that
went
movie,
Australian at the end there. Are you ready?
No. No, nothing. Got nothing.
Didn't quite get there.
Why'd you cover your face there?
I don't want people to see me doing that.
Yeah.
My college acting teacher did he did a bit where he did a big baby bit. I guess he was kind of like a clown, but he would wear a diaper, and he was probably like 6'3".
Yeah.
And he would do this bit, and he would be like a baby, and he would do it for us, and I would be like, I'm gonna fucking jump out of the way.
Now, how often would he do this?
Maybe once or twice.
Oh, okay. I thought
But
he'd
it was
show
certainly
up to
too
class and
many.
be
A
like,
class
well,
or
I've
a
got the
semester?
diaper on again, so you all know what that means. Take your seats.
No.
Today's lesson is going to be. We're going to be talking about. Hang on, just give me a second.
I hated the bit.
And then he
And I hated you all
smiles.
doing the cries. Oh, I missed you, Ryan. French newborns in the study ended their cries with a lilt at the end, typically heard in French. German babies, however, started their cries intensely and dropped off at the end. So the French would be like,
This is crazy, dude. There's no way this is
And
true.
Germans were like,
yeah, it's true. Germans cried. I've heard the audio of it. I couldn't confirm it, so I didn't want to play it in the thing, but it sounded like it.
You're listening to audio of German babies crying.
I guess. Hey, look, it's part of the job.
Part of the job.
It also says-
The Quizard told me to.
He told me after he sucked me.
Before he sucked us.
It also says
In a
that
dream.
the French newborns who smoked fully lit cigarettes.
That's interesting.
That's.
It's also not true.
Can you spot the lie? Then we'll do that every week. One lie within the fact.
A small study.
We got you.
A small study showed that evidence by the 30th week of pregnancy, fetuses had short-term memory of loud sounds. If they recognized a sound that was made before, the fetuses would not react to it. So researchers posit that they hear the rhythm of the speech and mimic it to connect with their mother. So because they can hear everything. I did listen to audio, and obviously we don't put microphones in wombs.
No.
No, you shouldn't.
I guess. But it just sounds like a bunch of water.
Yeah, there's water.
It's just
amniotic fluid.
Yeah,
That's right.
but researchers suggested that they would react to their mother's voice, but would ignore a dog barking because they've heard a dog barking for 3 months.
Bark, bark, bark. That's
Well, they're just hearing the house dog barking.
Do you think the dog is its mother?
No, they've heard the dog.
Wait a minute, am I a dog?
They've heard the dog barking in the womb.
Yeah.
and it's not a big deal to them. So when they come out, they go, "Yeah, it's a dog I've heard for 3 months."
Oh, I know this guy.
Well, Vinny doesn't bark that much.
Oh, yeah, I know this guy.
But I'm just saying, it's not
His shit's pretty good. Bark, bark. Yeah, I know this shit.
I know you. I've been watching your show for the last 3 months. The bark
Long
bark.
time listener, first time seer.
It's the bark man.
You're the bark guy.
First time seer. That's it. That's babies cry with accents. Pretty interesting.
I think that's pretty
That's
interesting.
really good.
That's very interesting.
Now, also, I was reading that babies in the womb recognize mother's voice pretty quickly.
That's what I just said.
Oh, did you say that exact thing?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I got fixated on dogs. I want to get ahead of this before we dig to. I don't know if anyone in the comments is gonna be like, "You gonna do a show about babies and pregnancy and no women around?" But Ryan's gonna be a dad, you know.
It's true.
He's gonna be a dad. We're just
doing
trying our
shows about
best.
babies.
We're trying our best to just prepare.
We're not doing a show about pregnancy. This is an episode about
That's
babies.
right.
That's
That's
right.
true. So let's talk about pregnancy.
Oh.
No. Well, this is about giving birth. And this is another fun bit of history here.
I think it would be nice to hear 3 men talk about babies. Men are not often in the baby's life enough.
Oh my God, should we
I can only tell you
recreate
about
the
how I
po-
made the baby.
Should we? How'd you do that?
3 men and a baby episode.
I was going to say we should recreate the poster of 3 men and a baby for the thumbnail for this
That's
episode.
pretty good. I'll be Tom Selleck.
Yeah, I think you will. It'd be funny if you weren't and we photoshopped your mustache.
Yeah, like Henry Cavill.
Okay. Here's neat thing. Back in the day, let's say Marie Antoinette era.
Okay.
The French Revolution.
Sure. Or a little bit before that, because by that time they had lopped that head
Sure.
of hers clean off.
Sure.
Royal births used to be attended by hundreds of people.
Births?
Births.
Jesus.
So you're giving birth in a room and you got hundreds of people there watching you.
That's crazy.
With Knox.
Little opera glasses. Oh, she's crowning.
That's nasty. Maybe you're right about those. Shouldn't have been all men.
Yeah, right. Sure. Yeah.
That's insane.
Maybe some weight to that.
Mari and I were just talking about who's going to be in the delivery room. I couldn't imagine a fucking audience.
There would be princesses, dukes, countesses.
These people are freaks.
Now there was a number of reasons for this.
I'm
One
sure.
is just the pure spectacle of it. A lot of times it was a hotly anticipated thing, but the other reason was that they wanted to witness it in the event that maybe they swapped the baby with a different baby, or like if they gave birth to a girl and they needed a male heir, they might be like, oh, switch it with a boy baby.
Gotcha.
So there was a lot of like, we want to make sure what's going on here.
That's interesting.
Isn't that crazy?
As soon as I pull that baby out, I'm going to lift it up and go, bear witness, everyone.
Yeah.
Look at my baby.
Well,
Look
and then
at him.
a lot of times too, people would be like, is it a boy or girl? Is it a boy or girl? And if it was a boy, they'd like sort of raise the flag, and then like, word would travel outside the castle out to people. And
What if it was a girl?
they'd go, oops.
In the just try again.
They wanted male heirs. That's all they gave a shit about.
That's extremely disturbing. Also, especially since Matt had mentioned that the baby smart enough to recognize a dog's bark. What a horrifying thing for a baby to come
Oh,
out
my people.
and see 100 pairs of eyes
What
looking
the
at
hell?
them.
Wasn't there somebody who like live streamed their birth?
Someone live streamed their birth.
I think there was a woman who live streamed her childbirth.
Hey, go off, I guess. I don't know.
That's like the Truman Show.
extremely strange.
Oh yeah.
The Truman Show, he was on that show from a baby.
Is that right?
Yeah, in the Truman Show, there's a bunch of babies at the beginning.
I don't think you should Truman Show your baby.
You should not Truman Show. You'd never do a Truman Show.
No, I think we could all agree on that.
Speaking of a bunch of people standing around watching babies, you heard of the Naki Sumo competition?
That's at the
Sumo wrestling?
It is sumo.
They make babies fight?
The Nagi Sumo is an annual competition in Japan, normally held during spring, where sumo wrestlers enter a ring holding a baby and attempt to make the baby cry with weird sounds and faces.
What is the purpose for it?
I'll tell you, it's a spiritual tradition that has been done for 400 years. The belief is that crying babies grow strong and healthy.
Why don't they make them laugh? Why don't they make them laugh?
Yeah.
Remember that? The guy?
No, yeah.
Oh, make them laugh. Make them
Singing in the
laugh.
rain.
Make them laugh. Make them laugh. Make them laugh.
Oh, Danny Kaye.
Donald O'Connor.
Yeah, that's right. He had a cold. He had a fever, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. He did that whole thing, and then he
I
went
guess
to the hospital.
Gene Kelly also was sick during
And
this.
then-
But he's not. Is he in? He doesn't dance in that.
he doesn't Singing in the Rain, but not
in that one.
Not in
And
that
then,
number,
do you remember
no.
the iconic SNL monologue when Mr.
I
Smiles,
knew it was
Joseph
coming.
Gordon-Levitt,
I knew it was coming.
he did that whole song and
Did he
danced.
really?
Yeah,
I thought he did a decent job.
he did it all. Mr. Smiles himself. Well, so this is a long held tradition. Is it good to make a baby cry?
I think this is something maybe that they were saying to make parents feel better about their baby crying all night. It's possible. It's like, oh yeah, it's
Oh, it
annoying. You
toughens
can't
them
sleep.
up, toughens
But like,
them up.
oh, you know, actually makes your baby tougher.
But that feels rooted in sort of a, like make them cry, make them tough. It feels like a sort of
There's a lot of
Bygone.
like some of the things you read about is like the cry it out method, like let them cry it out, so that we don't know what we're gonna do quite yet.
certainly you don't want
And we
to.
certainly won't share it here because I know folks on the internet
Oh,
are
yeah, no,
fucking nuts when it comes to
And I'll tell
any
you what,
sort
if
of
you want to
parenting
tell,
technique.
if you want to tell Ryan how to raise his baby in the comments, don't.
Yeah, that's a good call. Ryan, they'll figure it out. You're both very lovely,
we'll figure it
smart people, and I'm sure you're going to have a wonderful child that you're going
thank
to
you.
raise beautifully.
Oh, thank you. In front of an audience,
Here's how it works.
live streamed.
The babies,
They make scary faces.
the babies are entered by their parents.
Okay.
So I've watched.
Well, that's good.
I've watched video of this. It's two sumo wrestlers standing in the ring, and then they will bring up the babies and they enter them. They have to pay to get in.
Send in the babies.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
And they hand off the baby to the sumo wrestlers. They pick them up, and then it's not the sumo wrestlers who scare them. It is a referee who makes sounds or faces, often yelling "Naki naki 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 naki." Which, do you know what that means?
I have no idea what that means.
What that means in English is cry, 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 cry. If neither cries, a performer will come in and put on a scary mask.
Jesus Christ!
I know.
Do they get like a popsicle or anything afterwards? A cake pop?
The rules vary from region to region. In some places, the first baby to cry is deemed the winner. In others, it's the loudest. The second the baby cries, they have a winner and they go, "Oh, we're just messing around."
Oh.
There can't be anything scarier than a baby seeing a sumo wrestler because it just looks like a giant baby.
What about a
mask.
sumo wrestler with a mask?
But I thought you said the refs wear the mask.
The refs
Refs
wearing the
wear
mask, but
So the sumo wrestlers are sort of just carrying
They're just
them in?
holding the babies.
That's kind of
They're
cute.
just kind of doing this too. It's actually really adorable to see.
it is nice. I mean, like again, a baby seeing big baby. I think that's fun.
They kind of do look like big babies.
To a baby, it would certainly look like a big baby.
Yeah.
I guess anyone can kind of look like a big baby if you just put a big diaper on.
My college acting teacher did.
Yeah,
That's true.
every day.
That would also be confusing to a baby.
It's confusing to an adult. That's for damn sure.
You see him in the common area, the student union walking around in his baby diaper. See him out on the quad. Hey, Matt. See you class later.
Yeah.
Kind of breezy out here, huh?
Nasty.
That's him pooping his pants.
I don't want to think about it anymore.
Okay. Hey, you brought it up. You keep bringing it up.
Hey, Matt, how the nibblings doing? That's what he'd say to you in his big diaper, his nipples out.
I never saw him in the diaper. I just know that he did it.
Oh,
I thought you said you did see him in the
thought
diaper.
he was,
imagine
I
it.
thought he was always in the diaper.
No, he was never in the diaper.
Wait, you made it seem like he was in full diaper.
If I did, I made a mistake.
Okay, because
He was never in full diaper, but he did do it for clown stuff.
Gotcha.
Or whatever. He
Okay.
did go in the diaper.
Oh.
Or he wore
that's what the diaper's for.
Do you think if you wore it? Never mind.
Well, I'd love to watch a footage of this and see how it is.
It's fun to watch, yeah.
In my mind, there's part of me that's like, that sounds slightly traumatizing for babies, but also it's kind of fun and maybe it's very lighthearted and I'm not totally grasping
And if
it.
you believe that crying makes a baby big and strong, then
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, I remember I liked being scared growing up, especially by movies and like haunted houses and stuff. And sometimes they scared me a lot. And,
me too.
And, but I remember specifically my parents taking me to a haunted house that was put on by like a local youth organization. And I was terrified. It was maybe one of my earliest memories. I was very young and I was crying. I was like, my mom was holding me on her, I was like, clinging to either my mom or my dad. And I was just like, eh! And like one of the scare actors, I think, recognized that I was screaming and he like jumped out to scare me. And I was like, eh! And he went like, oh, and did like a funny thing. And I was like,
that's so kind.
Maybe that's why you're not scared in haunted houses.
Maybe, but that's like one of my earliest memories. And I was like, it's a very fond memory for me.
I love it. That's so nice.
Yeah.
I like thinking about that. The scare actor being nice to the kid.
And just setting me up for life, This is my final fact.
Okay.
We're going back to some inventions here because we talked about the stroller.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm going to talk about the first baby monitor.
Oh.
Created in Well, I want you all to guess. What do you think?
Well, I was going to say 1745, but now I'm off. 19 baby monitor. Okay. I'm going to imagine
19 baby monitor. 19.
I guess if he was earlier than electricity, it could be some sort of analog Dixie cup scenario.
I was thinking about Dixie cup as well. I'm thinking it is okay because we saw the tubes in the Waffle House.
That's right, the speaking tubes.
The Willella Howe Waffle House, an old Victorian
Willella Howe
home in hospital.
I think it's going to be similar tube. So 1905, a tube system to hear for the baby cry.
It's fun to quiz you guys about this in
1940s.
1940s.
Yeah. And what do you think it was in the 40s though? You think it was still tube based?
I think it was actually more like radio based at that point.
Okay.
Should it be whoever gets closest here? Because obviously neither of you nailed it.
Okay.
A point for Ryan.
Hooray!
Whatever.
1930.
I don't get those often.
1937.
Well, he went over, so Price is Right rules. It's me.
No. 1937, developed by the GE, General Electric Company.
That makes sense.
There were two parts to it. They each have a funny name, which I don't know why they felt obligated to name each of these things. But by the crib, you would set it up and it was called the Guardian Ear.
Weird.
And then on the receiving end, they called it the Radio Nurse.
Okay.
Cool. I like that.
And it didn't actually use
like the midwives from that brought in Layla and Luke.
Layla and Luke. That's not their names.
You know the robot midwives?
Yeah,
though?
yeah. I remember her.
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe split them up.
Put this one there. Put that one there.
See you next movie.
She died. Oops.
Make sure they kiss.
Only here for baby. Sorry.
Midwife, not miracle worker.
Do not go softly into that good night. The Guardian Ear and then the Radio Nurse. It did not actually use radio waves and was actually like hardwired into the electrical wires in the house.
That feels dangerous.
It does a little bit, yeah.
It feels really dangerous.
And it cost about $19.95, which today I did an inflation calculator on.
That's got to be almost $1,000.
Can you guess?
Okay, I'm actually pretty good at this.
Another good guess. Another good guessing game.
I'm actually pretty good at this.
Here we go.
Well, I hope you can nail it.
$600.
$600 says Matt. You said 1,000. A point for Matt. Damn it. It's going to be 475 smackers.
That's still a lot of money.
I guess we're even because if we do Prices Right rules, I went over.
Why did
you went over too? So
you went over too.
It's a lot of money.
I'd love that explained to me.
So yeah, and they actually weren't super popular, but because they were so expensive.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
We had one for Vinny when he was in his little.
Yeah. Now they're probably.
You had a dog monitor?
We had a baby monitor that we used for Vinny to put in his like crate when we were training him. We moved the crate further and further from our room to get him used to.
Whoa.
And then so I had the little baby monitor so I could hear him when he would have to go pee.
You had to go to the pee.
You know what I'll say about it? Well, this doesn't matter really. We nailed crate training. We nailed it. No idea what we did.
Really?
We crushed it.
Do you think some dogs are just better at
Willow's an angel.
Into crate.
into crate?
Into crate. So you have, hang on. You have sit, Eva.
Sativa makes you sit.
Because you're a dog.
Indica, in the crate.
In the crate. That's pretty good.
The last fun little morsel here. Fun, relative. The entire sort of effort for GE to develop this baby monitor was spearheaded by the head of GE at the time, Eugene McDonald, because he was freaked out about the Lindbergh baby kidnapping.
That makes sense.
So how did it work?
It was audio. It was hardwired into the house.
Oh, so it's just like
it was audio.
microphone.
It was
to
audio.
A receiver.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes it would also pick up the radio. So you might be like, my baby's the big bopper? Sounds like the baby needs some milk.
No. Did you write that ahead of time?
No.
That's really fucking good, dude.
Okay. Oh, because it's like bottle?
I thought you were doing ba 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 ba.
I was doing ba 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 ba.
Right.
Yeah.
But then you said baby needs a milk. The imagination would be that the baby was going ba 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 ba.
Yeah.
Like
I didn't
that wasn't
I wasn't
joke?
even trying to be clever about
Holy
that. I was
shit.
just doing an old timey.
That's really funny.
Thank you.
That's
it for my facts.
Right.
Matt, final fact.
My final fact. I'm going to talk about the world's oldest baby.
Okay.
What could that mean?
What does that mean?
The world's oldest baby. And I've changed all the names of this because it's happened recently. All of these people are still alive.
This sounds like it might be dark.
No, not that dark.
Oh, okay.
But dark enough for me to go, I'm going to change this.
Okay.
There was a baby born in 2025 at the ripe old age. Why don't you guess?
Wait, so it was in the womb for a long time?
Just why don't you guess the number I'm going to say?
Moly.
Wait, so the baby...
Why don't you guess
the
number I'm going to say?
I need context because
You can't have it.
I don't understand what we're guessing. Are we guessing?
How old was the baby
When it was born.
when it was born?
Okay.
I'm going to go 13 months.
I'm going to say 2.5 years.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
I don't know.
There was a baby born in 2025 at the ripe old age of 30 years old.
What do you
It
mean?
wasn't really born that way. A woman and a man that last year welcomed their baby son who had been developed from an embryo that had been in storage for 30 and a half years.
I see. Oh, that's a nasty trick.
So I get a point.
That's a nasty
I
trick.
get a point.
Yeah, but it's going to make a pretty good YouTube thumbnail.
I get a
is
point.
true.
I get a point. I get a point. I get a point.
You get a point. I guess we all have a point.
Yeah, what do you guys do with these points? It's like whose lines it anyway?
At the end of the year, I think we're going to have a Quizard's Cup.
We're not tracking anything through the whole year, but at the end of the year, we're
doing
gonna
it.
have a Quizard's
Yeah,
Cup.
at the end of the year,
Yeah.
we're going to... No, we're not tracking our points. This is the only point episode we've had. We've never done points before.
Oh,
That's
okay.
just for you.
On Get Scared, we counted how many hot dogs, and every single time we talked about it, we were like, I don't know.
I think I had like either 2 or 12 hot dogs.
The other day, I wanted to have a hot dog, and I was like, I don't have to tell anybody about this. That's
Yeah,
really
now we can
That's
find
nice.
out. We can
Secret
finally.
dog.
That's why we ended the other podcast.
Yeah,
So we could eat our hot dogs in peace.
eat your sausages in silence.
The woman and man had a son who had been developed from an embryo that had been in storage for 30 and a half years. The Ohio couple adopted the embryo. I say adopted with quotes from a woman who had created it in 1994. The father himself was a toddler when the embryos were created. Obviously, the baby was not 30 years old. The baby was as old as the baby was when it came out.
That'd be pretty cool. Now that one, I would buy seats for that birth.
Father was a toddler.
Yeah.
Father was a toddler.
When the embryo was...
father was like 2 or 3 years old when the embryo was created.
Because it wasn't their embryo.
Oh, it wasn't theirs.
No. It wasn't there.
Okay. Father was a toddler. My father, the toddler.
Baron Trump's life.
Nice, dude.
It's really good.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
The Cheeto in chief.
The Cheeto and
The orange shit gibbon.
I haven't heard that
That's-
one.
People are really reaching these days.
Oh,
Like, I don't like the guy any more than the rest of you, but these nicknames are not.
so someone called him the Orange Goblin the other day on Twitch in my Twitch chat, and I said no. That's too close to the Green Goblin, and we love the Green Goblin.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The woman who donated the embryos says that she and her husband were trying to conceive in 1994 and tried IVF, a new and experimental procedure, and managed to create 4 embryos, one of which became her daughter, who is now 32 and has a 12-year-old daughter of her own. And the other 3 embryos were frozen.
Wow.
That's crazy.
She originally planned to use the embryos herself. Quote, I always wanted another baby desperately. She says, quote, I called them my 3 little hopes. Close quote. Her then husband felt differently, she says, and then she went on to divorce him, but won custody of the embryos and kept them in storage. Was still hopeful that she might use them one day, perhaps with another partner. All the while, she paid annual storage fees and eventually went into menopause. She didn't want to discard the embryos or just give them away, saying, quote, that's my DNA. That's That's my daughter's sibling. She found a program that allowed her to have a say in the parents that got her embryos, and the rest is history. That's the end of the nice story.
Yeah.
Well, she's swiping left or right on parents then.
She was. The program used by the woman allows donors to choose a couple. Her preference was a married Caucasian Christian couple living in the U.S.
I see.
As she didn't want to, quote, go out of the country.
Okay.
Don't want to outsource.
This is like that SNL sketch where the woman gives birth to Will Ferrell. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Now that's a full grown man. He's like, my name's Paul.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
He was like, it was hot in there. Yeah,
that's like me when I get spit out of the pit.
It was hot in there?
We should talk about that.
Are you not wet?
No.
Maybe you guys have different delivery tubes.
I don't know.
You should switch tubes.
I don't know if it's the tube, but if it is,
Quizard?
My tube is wet.
Quizard.
Why is my
let's swap
tube
our
wet?
tubes. Wipe his down and let's swap I'll ride his out.
Yeah, Quizard, switch our tubes. And Quizard, why is my
Well,
tube
actually,
wet?
Quizard, don't do that because you might wet both tubes.
Don't wet both tubes, brother.
Anyway, that's the fact.
I don't want to get wet.
I
Quizard,
think you'll be
wanna get
okay.
wet. I don't want to get wet.
I don't want to get wet.
Quizard, why am I wet?
I hate that, dude.
I don't think you'll get wet.
There's nothing worse than getting wet when you don't want to get wet.
It's well, at
Like
least
when I go to a water show, I sit in the non-wet seats.
well, it's not water.
Water show.
It's more of a slime.
I see.
Interesting.
It's like a water. Like if you go to see Water World, there's like the soak zone. There's a non-soak zone.
Yeah.
I always sit non-soak.
Maybe I'm just in the soak zone.
Well,
The wizard soaks me.
Yeah.
I'm done with the things.
That's a lot. Ryan, do you feel more prepared to be a
Do you have any thoughts about the 30-year-old baby?
Yeah, they know the Quizard
Do you
super
have
soaks
any
that
thoughts
up.
about the 30-year-old baby?
Remember that?
Pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Crank that
I
soldier
did have
boy.
a thought. It was that SNL sketch.
Oh, okay. You have any thoughts about the 30-year-old baby?
I wish him well. You know? 2025, you'll be a year now. 32.
All right.
30-year-old baby's good though. I like that. That's
I
pretty.
thought it would make a pretty good YouTube title.
That'd be, oh, that's a good YouTube title. Well, we got it for the title.
Should be him driving out of
I'd love to hear what
Yeah?
you say.
driving out of the womb just in a car. You know, just like
There's a whole car in here.
But I would have to show the womb.
I know you would have to show the uterus.
Oh, the thumbnail?
Yeah, just him.
Can we
popping
put a
out.
full?
He was driving a Volvo.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's really
So
funny.
now we're gonna send the documents away.
Okay. He needs that paperback?
You really don't think on it too much. You'll go crazy.
Ryan, is there anything you want to plug before you go? This will start. He'll suck us.
Yeah.
He'll spit us back.
Well, you guys just shot an episode of For Your Amusement with Byron and I.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
We got Ghost Files coming up.
We got
All
Ghost
summer
Files
we're
coming
in Key West on Ghost Files.
If you don't know where this all comes from, this is from Watcher. So go to Watcher TV and youtube.com/Watcher.
That's right.
That's right. You can see all the content. And then yeah, we'll see when that For Your Amusement, which For Your Amusement is a theme park podcast. I hope.
youtube.com/ForYourAmusement.
I think it's youtube.com/@FYApod. So
Oh,
you'll
yeah,
see
yeah,
these
beautiful,
two knuckleheads down there in the tiki room. But this has been nice being in the pit. I don't know how to get out of here.
He'll send us back.
we'll
He's
get
checking the facts right now, and then he'll send us back.
I see. Also, I've been dying to ask you guys, what is this, like a basketball or something?
No, that's not-
don't
run! Oh! What? Did he go back or is he dead? That didn't look like a suck. Listeners, Ryan has disappeared. He touched the orb. Oh, God. Maybe this is a... What did I say about not touching the fucking orb? Go home and think about what you've done.